Okay, instead of actually doing a whole craft, which I'm not gonna bling right this second a whole entire craft for you, but I wanted to do this as a tutorial for you so that those of you who are starting out have an idea of where to go and what to do when it comes to using flatbacks on things. Okay, so let's start with the different types of flatbacks that you can buy and the differences. Now, there is a whole range of flatbacks, different crystals and what the crystals are made of. And in this case, quality matters. Okay? The real diamond looking crystals are normally Swarovski. You will pay Swarovski prices. So I'm going to show you some of the differences, and you'll be able to make up your own minds and see for yourselves. This item here is Swarovski. It came from the Swarovski company. It is labeled, if you can see right here. It's got the seal of Swarovski. This is a very old piece. I'm having trouble with it shining in the light, but it's got Swarovski crystal going all around and down here. This piece is over 20 years old, and I don't think they make this piece anymore. And the crystals on here are beautiful. I'm not getting it to sparkle as much as I would like in this lighting, so you're going to have to take my word for it. But these crystals are as good as the day that we bought them. And that's a sign of quality. Over here, I have put some of my Swarovskis. They look more silver than they do crystal. But, okay, now I'm getting it to... You could see the other colors in it. These are very diamond-like. They're not glued down, of course. You could see the shine in the light. These are the top of the line. It'll also give you an idea of how much you have to buy, because that's a question everybody who does any sort of bling will ask. How much should you buy? Okay, these are number 3s, which are 3 millimeters. They're very tiny. Now, I have a feeling, I haven't measured these, I just got them in the mail. These might be 2s, and the company screwed up. The order I put in was for 3s. These look a kind of tiny. Because if you look at this one over here, in comparison to it, it's much larger. And these are 4.5s, these larger ones. But you could see it against my nail. It's really tiny. These are almost, I have smaller than these. I have 1s. But these are almost good enough. Oh, almost lost one. You don't want to lose a Swarovski. These are almost good enough for nails. If you really want something to bling on your nails, especially if you're getting married, you wouldn't want anything bigger than a 2. Usually they use 1s, and these are, as I said, 3s. This is Austrian crystal. These are not plastic. Now, over here, I wanted to show you the difference, and I hope my lighting will pick it up. These are acrylic. This is showing you the bottom of the line, and this is the top of the line. One is crystal, one is acrylic. The shine is vastly different. You could just pick up an acrylic rhinestone and you could feel they're cheap. you don't get much of a bling. Their bling comes from the silver that's on the back, and it's often scratched up, especially if you buy it in large bulk. There's also often scratches on it, dirt, and they're very inexpensive. You can buy boxes for like $12 that have like thousands of them. I think I'm still on my first box that I ever bought. Now, the next type that you can go, well, the Austrian crystal, the Austrian crystal, the Swarovski, are expensive. I purchased these on Amazon. I think I got 144 for $7. That's pretty cheap for Austrian crystal. Normally anywhere between $10 and $11. They're in competition now because it is the crafting season, so you may get it a little cheaper. I highly recommend you research. Oh, here comes the sparkle. There's the light. There's the sparkle on it. You can see some of the blues reflecting off my walls. There it is. You can see it lighten up. And that's why you pay so much. That diamond-like shine is why you pay so much for Austrian crystal. This is closer to what I'm viewing in person. Very diamond-like. The backings on the Austrian crystal are excellent. We're going to talk about backing in just a minute. I have one more crystal to show you. Now this is Precosa, which is a Czech crystal. These are probably exactly in the middle, price-wise. They have an excellent shine on them. If you don't want to buy Austrian crystal, it's out of your price range. Go for Precosa, and that's Czech crystal. If you're going to bling something that you don't need that really ultra diamond look, but you want something pretty shiny, that's a very good choice. I purchased 144 of those for, I think I paid this lot a little bit more. I think I paid $8 for the Precosa, but I didn't research my prices. I saw it and I bought it. Then I grabbed this. Now you got to remember also, you want to buy from an authorized dealer. Not everybody is allowed to sell Austrian crystal. It has to be an authorized Swarovski dealer. If you buy the cheap, if you go with cheap, often you'll get this instead, and people will tell you this is Austrian crystal because they're not marked. But you could see also in the color, this is much more brilliant and white. This is a slightly duller. On clothing, you won't notice it. On shoes, you won't notice it. On jewelry, you may notice it. So it all depends on what you want to do. So the mid-range one is the Precosa. Top of the line always is Swarovski. Now, how much should you buy? Now, as you can see, this is a phone. And just for size, I wanted to show you just how much Swarovski crystal will cost you. Okay, we're going to go with the Swarovski crystal. And I said this is number 3s. You're going to need about 7 batches of 144. They're usually sold in either a batch of 144, and then you can buy 2, 3, 4, 5 batches, or they're sold by the gross. And the gross is 1,200, I don't know, it's around 1,200 crystals, and you usually get a slightly better deal buying it by the gross. If you're going to buy it by the gross, an average price is about $50, $50 to $60 for it. And considering this is a very cheap and inexpensive phone case, you're bumping the price up to $50 to $60 if you're lucky to get it at that price. So this is going to be really an expensive phone case. You can only imagine what a cup, Starbucks cup, would cost. I sometimes see the Starbucks cups and I question their authenticity, whether they're actually having real Austrian crystal on them. I've seen them anywhere from $60 to $600. And if the person who's creating the cups do not have some sort of authorization with Swarovski, and they're putting the Swarovski banner up, if they're coming from overseas, a lot of places in China, you will not get the real Swarovski. You'll get Czech. So this is going to be buyer beware. People buy diamonds. They can buy zirconia. Will zirconia shine? Yes. But you got to watch the price. You're not going to ever find a diamond for $50, where you'll find cubic zirconia for $50. So it's definitely a difference, and let the price be sort of a guide, and the Swarovski, because Swarovski will go after anybody that's displaying the official Swarovski certified dealership banner. So you always want to look for that. Okay, I'm going to show you something that I was working on, and the shine. This is Precosa, and I did the 4.5s, and this is obviously a car charger, and I did this for my daughter. And you can see the undercolor on this was pink, and she likes that. And I'm going to quickly tell you about doing undercolor. It's always going to, the crystals are always going to reflect what's underneath. There's no way of pressing them together so it's one big shiny mass. So the smaller the crystal, the better the shine, of course. Let's see if I can get this back down so you can start seeing the shine on it. So you want to see what your background color is. Now, I wanted it to be pink. I wanted this to be sort of like a pinky crystal look. If you want a real silver diamond-y look, which I've seen a lot of the cups have, you can use an alcohol ink on it. And this is mine. I use a silver. This is a good quality alcohol ink. It's not paint-like. It's more like ink. Sounds stupid, but very thin and very brightly pigmented. So if I took this case and I wanted to use some cheaper stuff on it, I would take this, I would put it in I would paint this up, and this way I would let the undercolor make more of a sparkle on it. And that's pretty, common. You can do if you don't like what you have underneath. I wouldn't recommend you doing acrylic paint, because you're going to have problems keeping the crystals on the acrylic paint. It will work, but alcohol ink is much better. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about the glues that you can use and what I recommend. There are mainly two types of glue that I would only recommend on rhinestones. One is the E6000. Now, this isn't even the type of glue that I would use. This is the white E6000. I would use the clear. This does dry clear, but I don't know. I just have a thing about the clear, using it on crystal gemstones. Also, you want to, there's different types of E6000. Don't get the general craft. There are different types of E6000. For crystals, buy the tube that says amazing. This doesn't say amazing. This is why I wouldn't use this on crystals. You want to go with the amazing E6000 in the clear. If you don't want to use the E6000, it's very pungent smelling. You can always use Gemtac, and that's industry standard. I like the E6000 much better because it's a good quality jewelry glue, where Gemtac is good for clothing. Now, there's one other thing you can do, and you can heat set them. These are crystals that are different. Don't buy the regular crystals if you're going to heat set. When you're going to heat set, I don't heat set anything, so I don't have a heat set gun. You use this heated gun, and you sort of just tap the rhinestone, and the glue heats up. Once the glue heats up, it activates, and it's a permanent bond. It's for those who like to heat fix. They're usually really, really happy with it. The ones that are attached to the Swarovski is probably one of the best glues on the market. I have a problem with heat setting because I end up burning my fingers. And that's probably just my problem, not that you can't use, that I'm not recommending heat set. It just takes a little bit more practice, and I like to glue them down. Now, another couple of things that you can also get, and I don't have one. Of course, I have one, but I don't know where it is. I'm going to find it 5 minutes after this video is made, and that's called the Crystal Katana. And a Crystal Katana is probably this thickness, and it's got like a bubble at the end and a cone, and it's like a waxy consistency, and all you do is tap and apply, tap and apply. It picks up and releases the gemstones. It's an industry standard, if you want to call it that. It's around $30, $29 and change, and you'll see it. They sell it on the private website, and they sell it on Amazon. I don't know if it's just the Crystal Katana company or they lend it out and sell it out, but if you're seeing them for $50, you can do better, because I've seen them for $50. They are around $30, and if you see something that's for $10 that says Crystal Katana, it's the refill of the top. Going cheaper than that, and I'm fine with this. That's why I'm not panicked over losing my Crystal Katana. I use a silicone tip push thing tool. This is a clay tool. It's got a soft silicone top. I use that to push my things into place. And then I use a soft pencil, wax pencil. And what I do is I have a little bit of thick hand cream, and I'll lightly coat the tip. Let's see if I can move some of these around so I can show you. You pick it up, see if it'll work. And that's what can happen to you if you don't use something on the tip. Don't make that mistake. Okay, now I put some of the cream on, and it should lift up fine. There it is. See, it picks it up fine, and it puts it down fine. So you really can't use it dry. I thought I was going to get away with it. And you can pick it up. Now at the end, goes right back down. At the end, you will have a residue on the crystals, and that wipes away with just a very dry Q-tip that's been dipped into alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. You dip it in, and then you kind of clean it off, you know, on a paper towel so that it's almost dry, and then wipe it down, and it takes all the grease off of it, and your crystal will shine. Okay, another thing that sometimes confuses people, and I don't blame them, is how do you design this? Do you do it in straight lines? Do you do it randomly? And that's going to be a matter of taste. You can try it in both ways. I did straight lines with this, and I get one look, but you can also place them in random spots close together. These are upside down. Just flip a couple, and you could put them side by side in the spots. Let me get one that's... And then you can just push it into the... where it doesn't show. As I said, I'm not gluing these onto this. I'm going to use these for a different project. Okay, I wanted to show you another thing. Do not use Mod Podge. Period. Done. A lot of people have this and they think they can use it. If you're going to use anything other than Gem Tack, which I think is Eileen's Gem Tack, or a Gem Tack product. I use the brand Eileen's on fabric. It's one of the best fabric gem adhesives that there is. And a couple of other things that I wanted to show you. These are for scrapbooking, and now I have my good crystal all over them. Okay, so you can see you can also get these. These are cheap. I bought these at Michael's. I edge scrapbooking with them, and you can see it comes with the adhesive backing on it, and you just place that where you are. These are very inexpensive to purchase. You can buy a whole, you know, package of them for just a few dollars, but this is just what's on the market. These are usually acrylic. Where do I store my bling? I wanted to show you this. This is really cool, and I love this. Am I going to do a sponsored video on this? I guess I am, because I love this thing. This is magnetic containers. They're large, magnetic backs, and I got these from Pro Chef Kitchen. Now, they're originally used for spices, and I'll show you that on here. You can have the small, and then you just turn it, and you can see your spices come out. What I love about it is this. And if I put my gemstones in it, which is where I'm going to be storing them, I only have to shake out a few. I can control it, and I don't lose them. Normally, I will not chase down a rhinestone if it goes on my floor while the vacuum cleaner eats it. I chase down my Swarovski. So this is one way not to lose them. This is excellent, and it's got the magnetic back. I'm going to hang this up on my wall. Another thing I loved about it is that I could see into it, and it's got like a domed top, and it's magnified. So I really can see into it. I can see my crystals. I can label it, like what millimeter, what the brand is. I don't recommend mixing the brands. And you think you would get like cheaper. Oh, I'll use half Swarovski and half Picosa. I found when I've done that, and I've tried it before, you get a cheaper looking product than you would have if you used all the same. So don't mix it. You can mix the stones as long as the color of the stone is the same, unless you're going for different colors. But when you go company to company, sometimes their colors are different. So the silvers in the Swarovski will be a different color than the silvers in the Picosa, and you might not like the results. It'll always look that way. And if you've got little girls, I just wanted to show you this because I thought it was so cute. That's Buddy Bear. And I got this for my little cousin. It's going to be for Christmas. I just loved his little face. He's got like that quiet little smile, and he doesn't come with the bling, or she doesn't come with the bling. Anytime you can add the bling onto them, little girls would just love this. Go for the necklace. I'm going to put on earrings and some bracelets on him. This bear also comes with a website, and it's buddy.com. No, not buddy.com. It's buddyplush.com. Sorry about that. And their stuffed animals all come with backstories that you could read to kids. And he's got a little buddy, an elephant, and I'm going to get that one too because they're so cute, so cuddly, and they feel like Gund. If you've ever had a Gund stuffed animal, this is very similar in feel. So this is going to be my blinged out teddy bear for my cousin for Christmas. Well, I hope I helped some of my subscribers and friends learn a little bit of the beginnings of using bling on anything. I hope you guys are blinging up your Christmas gifts. Look, who doesn't love crystal? Every little girl. You can make the most inexpensive gift look as rich as a princess just by adding a little bling. I'll be coming back with showing you a couple of my bling projects. I'll be working on a bleeding heart, and let's see. Yeah, my next project is the bleeding heart, and I guess you guys will see that soon. Bye-bye. Well, I hope I cleared up some questions about bling. If you have any more questions, feel free to write in the comment box or see me on the viewer's voice and just ask, and I shall answer it. My next project, stick around, is going to be a bleeding heart, and it's going to be a pretty cool project. So I will see you in my next video or on the viewer's voice. Ta-ta, and I love you.